Carolina Insider is presented by Wells Fargo, official sponsor of Carolina Athletics. Visit your Carolina Ford dealer, proud partner of Carolina Athletics. Coca-Cola, there's magic when we cheer together. And by Hardison and Cochran, dial 919 all fours for a free legal consultation.
Hello again. Welcome to the latest edition of the Carolina Insider. Happy New Year. So excited that you are starting one of these first couple of days of the 2023 year with us. And it's been a great start to the calendar year for Carolina basketball, and that is where our focus will be today. Couple of home wins for Carolina this past week. First, it was Wednesday night against Wake Forest. Carolina was down a point at halftime, but shot 60% in the second half and ended up outlasting the Deacs. Won that one by 9 in the Smith Center. Quick turnaround to an early start on Saturday morning, an 11:30 a.m. tip time against Notre Dame. And Carolina from the very start played well against the Irish, led by 13 at the break, and eventually wins it 81-64. So we're going to have highlights and reaction to both of those wins today. Plus, Adam Lucas and I will look ahead to Carolina's next matchup. That is against Virginia, a big one on Tuesday night in Charlottesville. But let's start Saturday in Chapel Hill. Carolina and Notre Dame in the Smith Center.
To get things started in the post, there's the immediate double team on Bacot. Crosses the court to the left corner. Love for three. Hammond gets the corner turn, can't finish left of the lane, and here comes Carolina. Leaky Black right up the center of the court, finds Bacot for the dunk, two hands, hammered it home. Bacot crosses the court to Trimble, extra pass to R.J. Davis, open look for three, count it, for the Tar Heels today. R.J. Davis, penetration, sends it left corner to Puff Johnson, who reins in the three. Hammond uses a high screen from Leshevsky to get to the left elbow, tipped away by R.J. Davis, into the hands of Love. Love, 2-on-1, hammered it home with the right hand. How did he get there? He took off from miles away and threw it down. They'll give it to R.J. Davis. Tar Heels have their largest lead, looking for more. Love, wide open, three, count it, from the left sideline. On the right baseline, McCoy. Carolina works it back around the perimeter. Jab step by Love, who has it, elevates and knocks it home. Another three for Caleb. Carolina recovers defensively, and Black gets a steal on an entry pass. Ahead to Trimble, weaves through traffic, leaves it for Bacot for the two. Bacot gets the inbound, finds R.J. Davis cutting the rim. Extra pass out to Puff Johnson, who strips the net from the right sideline for the triple. Yeah, Carolina's lead cut down to 11. It's been as large as 16, but a little stagnant right now. Love tries to change that, drives to the cup, lays it home, and will head to the line as well. This is Starling misses a three in transition, Eric. Long pitch ahead from Trimble to Puff Johnson, who dunks it down over Cormac Ryan. Love drives right, a switch has Campbell guarding him. Crosses over, gets by the big man, hands off to Bacot, and he finishes with the layup. Double team comes in the post. He dribbles out of it, crosses the court to an open Davis. Feet set, three-pointer, count it. 5 rebounds, 3 steals for R.J. Davis this afternoon, just 1 turnover. Trimble, good drive, gets it to Bacot, hesitates and lays it home. Tar Heels win it 81-64 over the Irish.
Not gonna believe this, girl.
Mom! Dad! Dad, have you seen this?
I did it.
Wells Fargo helps thousands of students go to college
He got in.
by funding $107 million in scholarships and programming for diverse communities.
Don't worry. I'll be back.
When a bank does what it says,
I knew you could do it!
opportunity happens. Doing gets it done. Wells Fargo, the bank of doing.
I need to try it first.
Your life is more flexible and efficient than ever, and your energy is too. See how North Carolina's electric cooperatives are building a brighter future for the rural communities we serve at ncelectriccooperatives.com/brighter.
Does your team mean the world to you? Then we're just alike. My team here at Hardison and Cochran means the world to me. And just like you, I have nothing but confidence in my team when it's on the line. If you've been injured at work, and facing a blitz from the insurance company, I welcome you to call on me and my team. We have 3 workers' compensation experts ready to put in the game to protect you and your family.
Hardison and Cochran, attorneys at law, here for you. 919 all fours.
Your life is more flexible and efficient than ever, and your energy is too. See how North Carolina's electric cooperatives are building a brighter future for the rural communities we serve at ncelectriccooperatives.com/brighter.
I need to try it first.
There will always be bumps in the road, but we got guts, America. We got freedom. We got power. We got future. So let's drive up and make the future we want to see together. Because your new Ford vehicle is just the start of a journey. So stop by your Ford dealer today and choose one of the thousands of new Ford trucks and SUVs ready for delivery. We've been building this country for 119 years, but we're just getting started.
Carolina Insider is presented by Wells Fargo, official sponsor of Carolina Athletics.
Welcome back to the show. Thanks for being here. And Carolina Insider, not only the name of our television show, big umbrella of a lot of the content that we bring you from the Tar Heel Sports Network. That includes our audio podcast that's twice a week. Also includes a Rapid Reactions streaming show after home basketball games. Adam Lucas and I sat down after the win over Notre Dame and chatted about the victory over the Irish. Adam, early start time. But the Tar Heels were not sleepy at all as they, from the very beginning, jumped out on top of Notre Dame and win it by 17, 81-64. Carolina led by 13 at halftime. It was double digits for most of the second half, save one moment where the Irish cut it down to 7. But from starting to finish this morning and then afternoon, felt like Carolina played pretty well today.
Seemed like they did a little bit of everything that they needed to do. They fed the ball to Armando Bacot, who had another double-double, another 20-10 game, 21 points and 13 rebounds in this one. They defended well. Notre Dame's whole thing is that they're going to shoot three-pointers, so you have to figure out a way to contest them around the three-point line. Tar Heels did a good job with that. They were able to more or less limit Nate Laszewski, who's been so good against Carolina the last 2 times. He did have 17 points and 8 rebounds, but it felt kind of quiet. And Tar Heels just relentless throughout the course of the game, and they got contributions from up and down the bench as playing without Pete Nance, able to get some players in who maybe haven't played as much, but they all produced.
And again, a good look there at Armando Bacot, both offensively and defensively. And Adam, it seems like, and Hubert Davis and Coach Davis will talk about this in the interview that I had with him after the game that you'll see in just a second. Adam also talked to Armando, so you'll get that as well. It just seems like after that Virginia Tech game when he was unable to go, he had a difficult game against Indiana the previous contest. He's just taken it to a different level, and Coach Davis will talk, in his opinion, why some of that has happened, but he's really become the consistent force and one of the front runners for ACC Player of the Year early in the season, as we expected he would be.
As we know, Armando Bacot, a smart guy, and he boiled it down to something pretty simple. He said, I'm taking a lot of shots. And when I take a lot of shots, I tend to make a lot of shots. That's pretty much right. And Tar Heels doing a good job running the offense through him, and it's paid off. And he's done a good job running the floor and making himself available.
I was really happy with the guys. I thought they played extremely well. I was really pleased with them defensively. You know, at the beginning of the game, we had a way that we were going to play them defensively, and it just didn't seem like it was working. They were getting the shots that they wanted, whether they made them or missed them. We just didn't feel like we were in a good way. And so we made a switch, and our guys they were really good defensively. I felt like, going into the game, a key part for us was to win our one-on-one matchups, and I feel like everybody did. And, Notre Dame is such a talented basketball team. They're so gifted in terms of being able to score, whether at the basket and shoot the ball from 3. And I thought we did a really good job on both ends defensively.
They came in averaging about 23 or 24 three-pointers attempted per game. They were down to 18 in this game. Felt like that was important for you guys to run them off the line.
It was, and it all started because, this game we did a really good job of guarding the ball. If you do a good job containing and guarding the ball, then there's no need for help. And so it was rare that that they blew by us and were able to uncontested be able to get to the rim. I thought we moved our feet well, we defended without fouling, and it put us in position to really defend and take away the three.
Armando Bacot's been good for a long time for you guys. You said yesterday in your press conference you felt after that game against Virginia Tech where he was unable to play that he's been a little bit of a different player. 21-13. What has changed in your mind for him?
He's working harder. He's playing harder. He's really running the floor a lot better. So in transition, he's getting a lot of points, deep post catches in transition. And then in the half court, he's doing his work early. He is working extremely hard to catch the ball where he wants to, and so that when he catches it there, he's very effective with scoring in there, whether he scores or draws fouls and gets to the free throw line. He's been absolutely fantastic. And another area that he's getting better at, and today I was really proud of him, is us handling the double team. At times that he's really struggled with that, and in practice we've worked on it to get him a little bit more familiar and comfortable with making a pass out of the double team. He did a great job of that today. One example is in the second half, we threw that cross-court pass to RJ. That's something at the beginning of the year I don't think Armando could have done, so he's showing growth in that area as well.
Armando, you just had the chance to look at the box score. When you look at the box score, what do you look at first?
I would say turnovers. Seeing how many times we turned the ball over, then seeing if we out-rebounded the team.
If you had looked at points, you would have seen that for the fifth straight time you had 20-plus, first time in your career. What's been working so well offensively for you?
I've been taking a lot of shots. I think when I take a lot of shots, I make a good amount too, so that's how I've been doing it.
How has the offense been more efficient in making sure that you get those shots, and how have you been getting the position to receive those passes?
Yeah, well, I think I've been working really hard to get the ball where I want it, but also Caleb, RJ, Leaky, Pete, Seth, they've all been doing a good job of just trying to get me the ball and really play through me.
You saw your fair share of double teams tonight, and you'll, of course, see them again on Tuesday. It looked like you handled them really well tonight. What were you trying to do to make sure that you handled those effectively and found some teammates?
I would say post as low as possible, but when I couldn't do that, just being patient and facing up and seeing the whole floor, and then trusting my teammates to make shots to kind of soften up those double teams.
There will always be bumps in the road, but we got guts, America. We got freedom. We got power. We got future. So let's drive up and make the future we want to see together. Because your new Ford vehicle is just the start of a journey. So stop by your Ford dealer today and choose one of the thousands of new Ford trucks and SUVs ready for delivery. We've been building this country for 119 years, but we're just getting started.
We come from different places to experience a piece of history and leave our own mark on the storied fairways of number 2.
Not gonna believe this, girl.
Dad! Dad, have you seen this?
I did it.
Wells Fargo helps thousands of students go to college.
He got in.
By funding $107 million in scholarships and programming for diverse communities.
Don't worry. I'll be back.
When a bank does what it says,
I knew you could do it!
Opportunity happens. Doing gets it done. Wells Fargo, the bank of doing.
Your life is more flexible and efficient than ever, and your energy is too. See how North Carolina's electric cooperatives are building a brighter future for the rural communities we serve at ncelectriccooperatives.com/brighter.
I need to try it first.
Your life is more flexible and efficient than ever, and your energy is too. See how North Carolina's electric cooperatives are building a brighter future for the rural communities we serve at ncelectriccooperatives.com/brighter.
try it first.
Carolina Insider is presented by Wells Fargo, official sponsor of Carolina Athletics.
Thanks again for being here on the Carolina Insider. So the Tar Heels beat Notre Dame on Saturday, but this week actually started on Wednesday. It was a late tip, 9 o'clock, Carolina and Wake. First of two meetings between the Tar Heels and the Demon Deacons. Ton of offense in this one. Both teams played high-level offense. Carolina just a little bit better, though. When you mix in a really quality final 10 minutes defensively for the Heels, with a really good 40 minutes in total offensively. 88-79 was the final. Let's take a look at some highlights and hear from Coach Davis after the game.
6 of 11 from 3. R.J. Davis on the drive, kicks it in the left corner to Black. He'll try and answer and does with the triple. It's really outside the paint as he kicks it out to Black. Well, they're going to leave him open for 3, and he's going to knock it in from the top left. Not the contact. Coach Davis said he thought the team got a little as Black's going to fire up another 3. Knocks it in from the right corner. Carolina with the basketball up by 3. 10 on the shot clock. R.J. Davis deep on the right side. Jab step against Williamson. Now he'll elevate for 3. Yes! Nothing but net. He waits for traffic to clear. Ahead to R.J. Davis. Quickly on the right side to Black. Has to wait through traffic and then finishes at the rim, and he'll head to the line. Love calling out the play. Gets a screen from Bacot to get to the right. Pitches over to Black on the left. Goes right by his defender. He's going to have a chance for another three-point play. How about Leaky? And there's just been a lot happening in this game as R.J. Davis gets an open look. Count it for 3. Carolina can't get a stop right now. Wake is 8 of 10 this half. They have their largest lead of 6. Trimble, give and go to Bacot. Gets it back and lays it home. The Heels have to reset. There's only 6 seconds on the shot clock. Davis gets it back. Strips the net for 3.
He was not in the play. He put himself in the play.
Appleby tries the alley-oop. Broken up by Trimble. Long pitch ahead. Davis. Bacot for the hammer. Timeout, Wake Forest. Bacot trying to go front side on his own dribble. Will ease it up to Davis. He'll try the transition. Trimble, give it to him. To Black. Carolina will set up in the half court. Good decision there. Oh, now Love's going to pull a quick 3. Finally, he drops one home. Out to Monsanto. He's guarded by R.J. Davis, and Davis takes it away. It'll turn into a run-out layup for R.J. Davis. Bacot dumps it off in the right corner to Davis. A quick trigger 3. Are you kidding me? Do it, baby. Appleby quickly the other way. His pass tipped away by Leaky Black. Black's going to get a hammer for a career high and a double-digit lead with 14 seconds to go. Came back home needing a quality performance, and they absolutely get it. Putting together perhaps the Tar Heels' best 40 minutes of the season. Certainly that second half, one that Carolina would like to replicate as often as possible.
I'm so proud of this team, this group. One of the things that we've talked about that it's important for us is, we just got to dig deeper. And, there's times where, you're met with adversity and you just have to find a way to dig deeper and make plays on both ends of the floor. And I just felt like everybody that played did that. I'm so proud of them. Like, Justin coming off the bench, Justin McCoy gave us a huge 17 minutes. Jalen Washington came in and played extremely well in the first half. We needed him. Seth Trimble comes in, and he's just a gifted, athletic player that not only can get downhill and get to the basket, but defensively he can guard pretty much anybody out there on the floor. And when we put him in the lineup with RJ and Leaky and Caleb, we were able to switch everything 1 through 4, and that gave us an opportunity to really stop a lot of their action. Armando's, our guy down low on the post, and he was fantastic scoring, rebounding, and I think he had 5 assists and 0 turnovers, which is great. RJ, it's the first game all year I felt like RJ was RJ, just in the second half he was just special, just making shots, creating shots. And Leaky was, not only, the way that he shot the ball in the first half helped us offensively, but his defense was, again, elite. And I don't think we win this game without Caleb. His shots weren't going in, but we don't win without the plays that he made on the defensive end. He wanted to challenge to guard Appleby, and Appleby is a fantastic player, and I just thought he did a really good job, and I was really proud of Caleb as well.
What were you trying to do against really everybody on Wake, but especially Appleby, who had a rough time after you came in?
Especially Appleby. He's a great player. The film that we watched on him was, I mean, it made it seem like it was going to be a huge challenge, which it was. It was a huge challenge guarding him, but he was a great player. So my goal is just, once again, take away their best players, just try and do what I can just to help this team win.
You had one of 2 second-chance baskets tonight for the Tar Heels. You and Armando Bacot, the normal offensive rebounding guys. When you're not the primary offensive guy, what do you try to do to make an impact offensively?
Do everything else. Get guys open, set screens. Leaky was hot tonight, setting screens for him. Just moving off the ball so Caleb and RJ, the guys on the ball, can make the good reads. Armando cutting when he gets the ball in the post. Just constantly moving, just trying to keep moving on. When we're stagnant on offense, I think that's where we get messy.
You're not going to believe this, girl.
Mom! Dad! Dad, have you seen this?
I did it.
Wells Fargo helps thousands of students go to college.
He got in.
By funding $107 million in scholarships and programming for diverse communities.
Don't worry. I'll be back.
When a bank does what it says,
I knew you could do it.
Opportunity happens. Doing gets it done. Wells Fargo, the bank of doing.
I need to try it first.
Your life is more flexible and efficient than ever, and your energy is too. See how North Carolina's electric cooperatives are building a brighter future for the rural communities we serve at ncelectriccooperatives.com/brighter.
Does your team mean the world to you? Then we're just alike. My team here at Hardison and Cochran means the world to me. And just like you, I have nothing but confidence in my team when it's on the line. If you've been injured at work and facing a blitz from the insurance company, I welcome you to call on me and my team. We have 3 workers' compensation experts ready to put in the game to protect you and your family.
Hardison and Cochran, attorneys at law, here for you. 919 all fours.
Your life is more flexible and efficient than ever, and your energy is too. See how North Carolina's electric cooperatives are building a brighter future for the rural communities we serve at ncelectriccooperatives.com/brighter.
I need to try it first.
There will always be bumps in the road, but we got guts, America. We got freedom. We got power. We got future. So let's drive up and make the future we want to see together. Because your new Ford vehicle is just the start of a journey. So stop by your Ford dealer today and choose one of the thousands of new Ford trucks and SUVs ready for delivery. We've been building this country for 119 years, but we're just getting started.
Carolina Insider is presented by Wells Fargo, official sponsor of Carolina Athletics.
Final segment here on the show. Appreciate you being with us on the Carolina Insider. Tar Heels now move forward. Couple of road games coming up. Carolina's been really good at home, hasn't had the same results on the road. They'll try to carry that quality home performance to Charlottesville, which has been a very difficult place for the Tar Heels to play on the basketball court in recent years. Adam Lucas and I talked about the upcoming matchup with Virginia. So the Tar Heels now 11-5 overall, 3-2 in ACC play. Winners of 6 of their last 7. Be nice to have that last 5 or 6 minutes against Pittsburgh back, but unfortunately Heels can't do that. But what they can do, Adam, is look forward to Virginia Tuesday night, 9 o'clock, and then a road game at Louisville on Saturday afternoon after that. But let's focus on Virginia. It's been a hard place for Carolina to win. Part of it's Virginia's been very good, obviously, the last several years, but Heels haven't won in Charlottesville since 2012. Carolina was successful against the Cavaliers twice last year here in the Smith Center and then in the ACC tournament. Feels like a big test, an important game for Carolina to see if the Tar Heels are really playing as well as they seem to be playing here early in conference play.
And this is a different style of play that Carolina is going to take to Charlottesville than they've taken in a lot of those previous meetings going back to 2012. We don't know the availability of Pete Nance, of course. Something Hubert Davis said with Jones will be important in that game. How will Armando Bacot handle those double teams? Virginia's double teams are going to be a little more physical and a little more tight than what he saw from Notre Dame. And he can pass out of them all day long, but the Tar Heels have to knock down the shots when he does so. So that'll be important on Tuesday night and what feels like kind of a separator type ACC game.
Adam, two guys, and this will be our last point here, two guys that were important against Notre Dame that are always important for the Tar Heels, R.J. Davis and Caleb Love. Love had really been struggling with his shot. He shot very well in the first half, in particular in this game against Notre Dame. There you see him knocking one in, and he finished with 18 points, was aggressive getting to the rim, not just settling for three-point shots. And R.J. Davis was so active, it felt like, in all aspects of this game. He finished with 13 points. He had 5 rebounds, 5 assists, 3 steals, and just 1 turnover.
Yeah, that was the Tar Heel backcourt that I think everybody expected to see, each of them doing what they're best at doing. That's a move that R.J. Davis has worked a ton on over the summer, freeing himself for that 17-footer. He talked about that with us on the audio podcast a couple weeks ago. Another thing I like from Caleb Love, I liked when he came down and got right in that little dust-up when Cormac Ryan had kind of kicked it. Well, he didn't kind of kick at Puff Johnson. He kicked at Puff Johnson after Puff Johnson dunked on him, and then there were several players involved. First Tar Heel down there was Caleb Love, and sometimes you need some of that edge, and that is what he provides when he's engaged and invested in the game as he was today, because the shots were falling and he felt like he was playing well and he was right there. You need that.
That'll do it for us here on the show. Appreciate you being here. As we referenced, Carolina, Virginia on Tuesday night. Also, the Tar Heels go on the road next weekend, match up with Louisville, team that's had some struggles but playing better here as of late. That's in the Yum Center in Louisville next Saturday afternoon. We'll have highlights of those games and much more next week on the Carolina Insider.
Carolina Insider is presented by Wells Fargo, official sponsor of Carolina Athletics. Visit your Carolina Ford dealer, proud partner of Carolina Athletics. The 2022 Ford F-150, a tradition of excellence. Visit your Carolina Ford dealer today. Carolina Insider is produced by Go Heels Productions for Tar Heel Sports Properties, a property of Learfield.